What's up, y'all? So today I'm going to do a weekly outlook on the pairs that I'm trying to trade this week. We're going to start off on a daily. So let me clear this up. Right, we're going to start on a daily and we're going to look at GBPUSD first. I already marked it up. Hold on, move my camera over a little bit. Yep, there we go. So I already marked it up and I'm just going to explain what did I mark up and why I marked it up. So on a daily, we came from this area, right? Where we was creating high, low, right? So we was in a downtrend. Price reversed here and started to create an uptrend. So starting from here, we got a low, we got a high, we got a low. We got a higher high, we got a higher low, we got a higher high, we got a higher low, we got a higher high. Goes all the way up there. Then we have a higher low, and we have a higher high. So price broke this structure here, right? It's going bullish, broke this structure here. So what you would have looked for was a pullback and to try to take it up because we was bullish. Unfortunately, price didn't respect this low at all. Came down, broke structure here, right? So we got to break a structure from this low to this high. We got to break a structure breaking this low right here. Got a little choppy and then it broke it. After that happened, price created a low, pulled back, took out some of the highs here, took out some of the liquidity, and then broke structure again right here. So now, within the past week or two, we have this right here where the daily has made a new low and then ended up making a new high. So while it's making this new high, we do have a lot of gaps to fill here. So we have a gap that's, yeah, this wasn't filled. We have a gap right here that wasn't filled. And we have a gap right here that wasn't fully filled. Right? So I can see price coming up to make new highs before coming back down here, or it can come back down here and then go up here to make new highs. So we can look at something like this, right? Before price goes back up, taking out these highs, and then it could do another one on these and then take out these highs. That's just hypothetical. Of course we don't, what am I doing? Of course we don't know exactly what price is going to do. We just have to react with price. We can't predict price. But just from this here, after breaker structure, we got our impulse move here. And when we get our impulse move and we start seeing a retracement or a correction, I usually put my fibs out. So I could see price coming from this low, right? And then coming down to the 50 to 61 or 78. If I do like the 78, so I could see a sell coming down in here into the 78 because this is our golden zone, and as you see, this is where the move started from, right? I could see it coming down here before it goes back up, but I don't know what's going to happen. So right now, I just know what price did. Price is in a fair value gap here, and it looks like we're rejecting it. So we rejected it once. We barely went into it, rejected it here, created a doji candle, then created this bearish candle, and then we failed to go any higher, right? We opened here, we went up here, and then we ended up closing down here below this candle as well. So we closed out of the range of this previous candle, or did we close in the range? Let's see. Okay, we're still in the range of this candle. The body closed below it, but as you see, price could barely get up any higher, right? So now that I'm an intraday trader, I'm not really a swing trader, so this means something to me, but it doesn't mean that much to me because I'm looking at lower time frames. So I go to the 4-hour. All right, my bad. I'm back. My son was calling me. He needed me for something. So we're now on a 4-hour, and on a 4-hour, the last range we had was here. We had this high down to this low, and as you see, we broke structure here, right? After breaking structure, prices pulled up. We failed to make a new low. Instead of getting a lower low, we got a lower high. This low, right? Didn't create a lower high, not a lower high, I'm sorry. A higher low, higher low, a higher low, and a higher low is all higher than this low right here, right? So we broke this minor structure, which is the internal structure, which if you look on the lower time frame, this will be a major structure on like the 1 hour or so. But on a 4 hour, this is internal. So we got this breaker structure, price pulled back a bit, and then it broke the 4 hour structure here. And since I'm an intraday trader, last week I was supposed to be looking for price to pull back into one of these areas before taking a buy, and we ended up trying to take a sell into this area here where price had broke into this area, this 4 hour area. And we did get a good sell, but I didn't take my profits when I should have because I entered on the 15-minute. So we ended up taking a loss. So now, like I said in my last video, I'm trying to be more focused this week and just because I'm bored, I'm not going to take a trade, because that's what happened last week. I got bored because there was no setups for me and I ended up taking a trade. So this is why I'm going over this right now. And I'm doing my Sunday setups, Sunday markups, and let's see what price does. So for the 4 hour, I think we're going to go bearish this week, but I'm not 100%. I don't know. Then we're going to go bearish to get the pullback for these lower time frames. So the 1 hour is here. I can see price pulling back here. We're very bullish here. And we're in this range right here from this low to this high. We're still in this range as price never broke above here, but it did wick above. So now this is telling me that price might want to push down. So for the 1 hour, I'm looking for a possible retracement to go back up, since we're super bullish. So this is my fib from this low to this high where it started to pull back. For me to get into a buy, I need to see price come down into this area here as we have a, I don't need that, as we have a demand zone here and we have a demand zone here. I don't think price is going to pull this far back. It can, but I don't think it's going to happen because we're just super strong. We did get a reaction off of this 38.2 area. As you see, it reacted off of this and then pushed up and then failed to get any higher than the zero. So for me to really get in buys, I want to see price at minimum come below this 50, which is where it recently broke structure. So I'm looking to see price come into these areas here. And if it comes into these areas, I'll drop down to a 15-minute time frame and then I'll take buys if I, get confirmation that it wants to actually buy. If not, we are going to sit on our hands until we can see something that is, has good probability of going in the direction that we see. We could possibly get in sells as well. If we get a breaker structure here, price pulls back, we can get a breaker structure to go down low to get into these areas of interest on the fib. If not, and we just get, fast movement down, because I don't know what price is going to open. We'll find out what price is going to open in 30 minutes. And price can open down here. Price can open up here. I don't know. Price can open where is that right now? We don't know. So we just got to wait and see. But that's my outlook for GU. I am ultimately looking for buys because I want to get into this daily area, take out these gaps here, this one and this one. I think that we might be able to take out some of these gaps as we got this, breaker structure down. This is a very strong, if we look in the weekly, this is a strong move down. Daily, we had this was the range here and it ended up breaking above it. Regardless, this needs a retest to go up, and that's what I'm looking at. So now I'll look at EU. EU did something similar. Looked a little crazy too. I didn't take anything on EU, but we have, this is a longer move. Wow. So we had something similar to GU. We had this high here, this low here. We broke structure here. Then price literally just took out this whole low, all of these lows, this low, and this low, right? Boom. And then we get a pullback this way. So this right now is telling me sells. This here is telling me sells. Going to the 4 hour, bullish, of course. Breaker structure here. Breaker structure here as well. And then we did get a minor breaker structure here as well. No, we didn't. We just got liquidity sweep, and then we got this breaker structure right here. Wrong one. We got this breaker structure, and then broke structure, and then broke structure below as well. So this is why I'm looking for sells on EU. And EU and GU usually move similar, so that's why I'm gonna look out for both of them. We just broke the structure. The daily broke, the 4 hour, excuse me, broke this structure on Friday. So we can get a little pullback, most likely, depending on where the open is, a pullback into this area and then take it for sales and kind of get these equal lows down here. Or even just take it to this top where it broke recently. And that's my outlook for EU. That one's pretty simple. Looking at this high to this low in the 1 hour. High down to this low. If we get a pullback to the 50 and above, where we have this or this supply zone, because this is the move that made this move. I mean, this is the doji, and it made this whole move here. So if I get something in this area, and even if I get at the 50 and I go down to a lower time frame and I see the same thing, I'm taking it for a sell. Like I said, we could take this to this area, or we could take it to the top, because on a 4 hour, as you see, the fib will look like this because we just broke. Actually, no, it would be like this. This was the most recent structure, but we do have this as well. Low, high. This made a higher high. All right, and let's look at EJ. I'm not gonna look at AJ because I just put that on my list, and I don't know if I'm ready to trade that yet, but we're gonna analyze EJ. And EJ has been bullish for a while, bro. Like this is crazy. This is a long time bullishness. So what happened last week? Last week we got this move up. We consolidated a little bit here, and then we got a nice bearish candle down. We broke this structure finally after, you know, taking a while to get there. This has been like this since February. We've been kind of just going back and forth. Then we finally break the structure here. So when I go on a 4 hour, we have a lot of short structures. So this is low to this high. Price pulls back into it, and then we finally break this high over here. Then we pull back, very minor pullback, and then break more structure. Another very minor pullback, and then break more structure, and then we just kind of consolidate in here. Broke more structure, then we finally broke the structure that made this high, right? Very small, very minute. So I'm looking to see if price is gonna actually pull back for the daily. It sounds like all of these might be pulling back for their daily time frame. So right here, as the consolidation, it's really like the consolidation here. We also have a nice, you know, ascending area from this low high, consolidated in here, pulled up, and then broke this. So honestly, not to even make this complicated, I know it's bullish, and I know we need a pullback. Price can pull up to here and then go down, or price can continue to be bullish. But this is a very strong move. And I could see price throughout the week coming back up here and then towards the end of the week kind of going down unless we have some crazy news or something. So realistically, so for GU, I'm looking for, this didn't really give me much to say sells. I think we might open up down here and go up, but this could possibly be making sells for us as we're failing to get any higher. You know, it's a lot of rejection here. We took out equal highs. And then EU, this is giving me sells. As we did go bullish, 4 hour has now took a turn. We took out this high and then took out the low that created this high. So that usually tends to mean reversal for me. We can reverse down to these areas and then push back up. So I'm looking for sells here. And I'm looking for, I need to see more. GU, I need to see more. I don't know what it's doing. And EU, I mean EJ, not EU. EJ, I don't know. Intraday, we could probably take sales. But realistically, bro, like this zone right here is very significant. This broke structure, it consolidated in here. This could be liquidity and then could come down here because we also have a zone right here. These two zones, I want to see them come in here before I take anything because this is mad bullish. I don't want to get stuck in sales. I don't want to get stuck in that unless I find something that's like really perfect. I don't want to get stuck in that. But that's all I got for you guys. Let's see what the week holds for us. It's 4:39 now, so the market will open soon. And we'll see what happens this week, man. Happy trading and good luck to everyone. Peace.